are doing and why. The whole idea of a Ring camera is to help make us feel secure. It had the exact opposite effect. For one family, we'll give you tips on how to make sure it doesn't happen to you. Plus, a holiday pop-up bar and Mike Polk Jr. What could possibly go wrong? It's all straight ahead on Lunch Break.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
Yes, it is, and welcome to the program. I'm Jay Crawford, joined today by Maureen Kyle. It is December 12th, which means we have 13 days, inside of 2 weeks now, before Christmas.
Yeah.
Getting close.
I'm getting a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. But we do have some big news that we've been following. I want to get to that for sure, because right now on Capitol Hill, the House Judiciary Committee is debating articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. Now, this is a live picture of the hearing, which started last night and is expected to last much of the day. The debate is over the two articles of impeachment, one for abuse of power and one for obstruction of Congress, and it has been heated. But none of this is expected to impact the outcome.
I think we already know the outcome, I believe.
Yeah.
Democrats hold a 24-17 majority on the committee, so they'll likely vote to pass both articles later today. We'll bring you that vote when it happens. Next on the menu, a story about the Ring doorbell. You and I both have this, yes, Maureen, and the whole idea here is supposed to make us feel like we're more safe. For one family, it had the exact opposite effects. It's actually terrifying.
Yeah, this is really going viral. Maybe you've seen it. A Mississippi family says someone hacked into their Ring camera that is set up in their daughter's room, and it was all caught on tape. Take a listen.
Actually, we don't have that tape. The tape was pretty creepy, Maureen.
It was.
What it was. So what you see is a camera high in the corner of a girl's bedroom, three young girls, and I'm told we have the sound now. Take a look.
Hello there.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
Mommy!
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
That's terrifying.
It really is. So Ring investigated the incident, says its system has not been compromised. Experts say to enable two-way authentication and change your passwords often, but still, I mean, I would be worried that I didn't do the right steps.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much never going to have it in bedroom.
Yeah, I think I have one outside the house. Have no desire to have one inside the house. It's just too easy. We've seen other cases of this before. It's too easy for somebody to hack into that camera. They can see your every move. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Outside the house, fine.
Right.
Inside the house, and I know some people with young kids like to have them just as a way to keep an eye on their young kids. That creeped me out when I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, next on the menu, Major League Baseball is making changes to all 30 big league stadiums, and it will affect the way fans actually see the game. Commissioner Rob Manfred told CNBC yesterday that all 30 ballparks will extend the protective netting between the foul pole. Well, actually, for about 7 or 8 of them, he said they will go substantially beyond the dugouts. All 30 will. 7 or 8 will go from foul pole to foul pole, which basically, Maureen, you see what that includes. Yeah. We're showing you video of a game last year. This was at Progressive Field. Frankie Lindor hit a screaming foul ball into the stands. It actually struck a 3-year-old boy who was taken to the hospital. Ended up that the boy was okay, but Frankie was really moved by this, and he pleaded to Major League Baseball to please do whatever you can to make the stadium safer. This move will do that, but it's not without controversy, because some fans will argue that it actually obscures their view of the game.
Yeah, I've heard that before. They want to be able to catch the foul balls, but I mean, I think I'm a regular fan that you know, I'm not paying as close attention to the game, or I'm dealing with kids, and so it does make me a little bit nervous. But we want to see what fans are saying about it for sure. Well, let's go over to Stephanie Haney. She's been reading your comments that you've been talking about all day, because a lot of people have had different opinions about this.
That's true, and the diehard fans, I will tell you, are not very excited about this. Jason Fortune wrote, yes, ruin the experience because people can't pay attention. Awesome. Guess it's a good thing I can't afford the $100 seats anyway. So maybe it won't impact Jason. Another user says there's not really much point to it. Debbie Schoenfeld wrote, sitting in club seats last summer, a ball came up and some poor older man got hit in the head and it knocked his glasses off. They had to bring him ice. And so she's asking, you're going to net the whole ballpark?
Yeah, it doesn't protect everybody.
Definitely doesn't protect anyone, but some people do think it makes sense. Kirk Hunter wrote that it's not a bad idea since, quote, fans spend more time on their phones during a game than actually watching the game anyway.
That's very true. Go to a game, look around you. Everybody's looking at their phones. It's kind of like society right now. Just a couple of numbers to give some sort of, to add a little bit of light on this topic. NBC News did a study. They found from 2012 to 2019, 7 years, there were 808 incidents, at least, that's all they could find, of injuries at Major League stadiums from foul balls. 800 in 7 years. And I should point out, in 2018, a 79-year-old woman celebrating her birthday at Dodger Stadium was hit in the head by a foul ball and died.
Yeah.
So injuries happen. This will help perhaps eliminate some of them, but to Stephanie's point, not all of them.
No, yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's, you think about how fast those balls could be going and how hard they could be going. And it really, I mean, you hear that crack of the bat, and whether you're looking at your phone or looking up to see where that ball is, it could cause a lot of injuries.
All right, Stephanie, let's find out what else is clicking in Cleveland. What do you got?
Well, we got a couple tough ones that you're all clicking on today, and then we also are going to bring it up at the end, though. I promise you that. We're going to start with a sad but important story about one of our own here in Cleveland, a police officer. That officer, his name is Brian Pfeiffer. He passed away last night from thyroid cancer. He was diagnosed 2 years ago, but continued working anyway up until the end of July, putting in 20 years protecting and serving us in Cleveland. In a statement, his wife Jen called him a true warrior and said he is so very brave, and added that he was deeply loved until his last breath, where he passed away surrounded by loved ones. Moving on to some outrage, many of the 30 women accusing Harvey Weinstein of everything from sexual harassment to rape are not happy with the proposed settlement that has come out in that case. Zoe Brock, a model who was one of the first women to come forward with accusations against Weinstein, said this settlement breaks my heart. I have signed it only because I have explored every other legal option and at this point have found no alternative. So you might be wondering, if they're not happy with it, why are they doing it? Some of the alleged victims are saying that it's a feeling of kind of now or never, because the settlement is tied up with the bankruptcy of the Weinstein Company. So the money will be coming from insurance companies for the Weinstein Company, not from Weinstein directly. But Weinstein, we want to point out here, he does say that all of these sexual encounters were consensual. Back to that settlement, though, it's $25 million, and most of that money will be set aside for a class action settlement fund for a lawsuit filed in New York. Just over $6 million of it will be split up between 18 women. None of those women will get more than $500,000. So $25 million sounds like a lot, but when you break it down, not necessarily as big of a sum as it might sound like in person at first. All right, bringing it back here to Cleveland. Here's that good news I promised you. The Browns have selected wide receiver Jarvis Landry as the nominee for this year's Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Each NFL team nominates a player every year, and it's for his performance on the field and his dedication to the community. Landry was chosen for his work with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and youth football initiatives. And just so you're aware, if you want to help him out here, Nationwide's 5th annual charity challenge uses a hashtag. The hashtag for Landry is WPMOY. Challenge Landry player, and Challenge Landry, and the player whose unique hashtag is used the most from December 12th through January 12th, they get $25,000, a contribution to the charity of their choice. So you can help Landry benefit the charity of his choice if you use that hashtag.
All right, super guy. Hope he wins. It might be a little, that hashtag isn't exactly catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have come up with that. I would have come up with one perhaps a little easier to
Something
remember
that rolls
and
off
repeat.
the tongue a little bit more.
Gotta be committed.
But Jarvis is a super guy, and we hope he finishes high in the NFL's contest. Here's an interesting note for you. If you're the kind of person that takes like 5-10 minutes to wrap one present, and by the way, I'm not, you may be wasting your time. Here's why. A new study from Vanderbilt University found that people actually appreciate gifts more when they aren't nicely wrapped. They found that the gift that looks perfect, they come with higher expectations. And it's more difficult for the gift to actually live up to that beautiful wrapping job.
Right. When it's just like a gift card maybe, but in an elaborately wrapped gift.
Yeah. So that being said, all the gifts I've ever given in my life have been very much appreciated because they're always a mess.
I saw you wrap. You're pretty good.
Well, actually, you're going to get a chance to see it. Now, Maureen and I yesterday decided to try our hand at speed wrapping a gift. 1 minute, go. Go.
Do you normally meat wrap?
I normally speed wrap. I miscalculate what size I need.
I'm going to do this the pro way.
When they said we were going to be speed rapping, I thought they meant like musical rapping.
So, can you do it?
Sure, I can, yeah.
We're ripping and rapping, right? I'll
Snoop
give you a
Dogg?
beat.
How about Snoop Dogg? Capital S, oh yes, I'm fresh and double OP. D-O-double-G-Y,
Oh, no.
D-O-double-G's.
Beat ya.
I'm done. Mine's horrible. Okay, so mine wasn't that great, but what I noticed was, and I didn't notice it until just now, I'm looking at it. Let's turn yours. This, do you see that little, you didn't have enough paper there.
You know, come on, it was 1 minute.
So here's the thing. Your gift, Maureen, will be more appreciated.
Yes.
That usually looks like
those
mine.
Those socks in there, you're going to love them, Jay. They're
What
just
I do,
athletic socks.
this
They're
happens
great.
to me all the time. I do cut and paste.
Yeah.
So then I cut a piece and just put it right over there, and I'm done.
Well, it's going to be appreciated for sure. All right, so there's a pop-up bar in Cleveland combining the holidays and drinking. Our Mike Polk is live at Lake Effects. And you know what? It's noon, so you're totally fine. Like, you're in the clear if you take a few sips.
That's what I figured.
Right.
Absolutely. My only thing I want for Christmas is to never hear Jay rap again. Okay.
I can give you that
Now,
gift.
I'm here with Lindsay, and we are here at Lake Effects, and this is a pop-up bar that's here for how long?
So we open the day after Thanksgiving, and we're here through New Year's.
Okay, great. And what am I drinking right now?
You're drinking the Lake Effects Blitzer. So eggnog, a little rum.
Great breakfast. All right, let's take a little walk around here and tell me a little bit about this place.
So the whole idea this year was kind of home for the holidays. So we essentially built kind of a deconstructed house. So this is like the den, and then we have a dining room.
Oh,
We have a backyard.
Got the solid leg lamp over
Yeah,
there.
that's
a
our-
Cleveland tradition.
Yeah, that's our parlor. And we did it all in these kind of monochromatic color themes.
It's awesome looking, and you guys are doing, part of this money goes to charity when people do this here, right?
Yeah, so we partnered with Saucy Brewery. They created a beer for us called Slay What.
Okay.
And $1 back from every beer sold we give to Breakthrough Schools.
There you go. Well, we're going to visit a little bit longer later on in the show, but for right now, you guys stay tuned. We got lots more lunch break coming up. Cheers.
You have fun with that eggnog.
I don't think.
Welcome back to Lunch Break. That was Mike Polk that you heard in the background. Maureen, let's go back to
Yes,
Mike. He's at
luckily.
this pop-up bar, which is very cool. Hi, Mike. You're live.
Yeah, luckily you kept it clean there.
Guys, just so you know, yeah, we are at 2009th Street, right?
That is correct.
All right, we nailed it. And introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm James. I own Parker's Downtown and also Parker's Grill and Tavern in Avon Lake.
Great places, by the way. Now, you are going to make me a holiday drink here, right?
We've already made one right here. This is made with amaretto, Bailey's, cream de cocoa, dark coffee. We call this Magic Christmas, and this is for our friends at Magic 105.7.
Wow.
You're already drinking the Le Blitzer there.
These are both amazing. And by the way, both of these would be Peggy Polk approved. These are her kind of drinks.
That's awesome. Here we have a little bullet.
That's a bullet.
A little bullet bourbon. We've got a little pre-batched Christmas syrup here. So we're going to throw these in. So here you got a little maple syrup, a little water, rosemary, cloves.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Okay. These must take an hour and a half to make when you're doing this for people.
And the rest is for you.
But it's worth it. Okay.
This is the Deck the Halls.
Okay, and it's called Deck the Halls. Why is that?
Just great Christmas names.
All right. Now, you guys have been doing this. This is your second year here?
Second year.
Okay.
Second year.
And it was so successful the first time.
Yeah, we just wanted to bring it back. You know, it got such a great response from, downtown Cleveland, and they said, let's bring this in. How is it?
It's very good.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I like it too.
Yeah.
So we wanted to bring it back, and everybody's really enjoying it.
Tell me a little bit about the charity that you guys are doing this.
So it's through Breakthrough Schools. As Lindsay was talking about the beer, we did Slay What? My chef and Eric from Saucy did that.
Okay.
So $1 off of that goes back to the charity.
Nice. How busy does this place get, like on a normal day, night?
We're letting people in. As they come out, we're letting them in.
Oh, okay, really? It's that packed?
That busy.
Well, this is fun. I want to take a little bit more of a look around here. Like, look, let's sit here in this quaint area, Lindsay. Come on over for a second. Well, yeah, let's move that garbage can. Come on over. Now, look at this, everybody. And look at this little fireplace area. Now, did you design all this yourself?
Yeah, my partner and I, we designed it. Like I said, we wanted to be like an homage to going home for the holiday. So this is the family room with a little fireplace, tree, presents, the whole thing.
This is really cool. I love the color looks too. Let's go over here. Do you get people in here who come to visit just the Christmas Story House from out of town and then they end up here?
Totally. People are on like bar crawls, they pop in, Christmas Story House, the whole thing.
There are the Christmas bathrooms.
They're the Christmas bathrooms. You got to have those.
The Christmas bathrooms are handicap accessible. I want to point that out. What room am I in?
So this is the den. It's the blue room. So, sit, ponder,
Well, let's sit down and wrap this up here, you guys. Tell people when they can come on down and see you.
So we're closed on Mondays. Every other day we're open. We open at 4 p.m. every day. During the week we're open till 12, on Friday and Saturday 1, 2, depending. And then Sundays we're open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. A little Sunday fun day.
Well, come and get your Mary on down here, you guys, when you get a chance, because they make great drinks, and I'm in a festive spirit myself, and it's barely even noon.
Thanks for coming.
I like how he pretended like he's never been there before.
Yeah, he knows that place inside and out like the back of his hand.
I think he painted the blue area.
I think he did, and I think he'll probably be calling an Uber to get back to the station.
I hope so.
Yeah.
No, he has a ride.
Next on Lunch Break, our Chef's Secret segment teaches us how to make Brussels sprouts that will leave your guests begging for the recipe. Literally, please give me this recipe.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
We are very lucky here in Northeast Ohio, particularly the Cleveland area, because we have so many talented chefs across the area. And what we want to do on this show is tap into their vast expertise, get them to share some of their real secrets from the kitchen.
Yeah, that's right. So in today's Chef's Secret segment, we have Hunter Toth with Hook and Hoof in Willoughby making Brussels sprouts. So you said you're going to show us the secret way that restaurants prep them.
Yeah, so when you get a Brussels sprout in a restaurant, it's not like when you were younger and it was probably boiled, overcooked and mushy, and you just don't like it.
Right.
I like to get a really crispy leaf on there and the inside's cooked through, but you still have texture, so it's not just falling apart in your mouth.
So how do you do that?
So when I get the Brussels sprout, what I like to do is trim and clean. So you take off the ends from the root, and then you take off any of the discard leaves that are dirty, ugly, old, whatever, and then we just have them. From there, it's real simple. We just take some blended oil.
When you say blended oil, what is that?
I have canola and olive in here.
Oh, okay, great.
I like to use the extra virgin for breads and finishing oils. You don't really need it for Brussels sprouts, stuff like that. Some kosher salt, some cracked pepper. Get a nice sprinkle, because when you mix it up, it's probably going to fall off a little bit. Then we're going to throw it in the oven 425 for about 8 minutes.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah,
8 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow, that's super
I feel like
easy.
I cook mine for 40. I'm overdoing it.
The thing is if you have a certain oven like this, so this oven's a convection oven, so it circulates the hot air.
That's what I have.
It's going to cook a lot faster. So
All right, so
magically,
mistake number one.
we have the finished product. And this is that color I was talking about.
Oh, it's beautiful.
A nice crispy outside. Be careful, it's hot.
Wow.
It smells great.
Crispy outside, cooked center. Still gonna have a lot of texture when you eat it, so it's not a characterless side for the holidays.
Right.
So
now
obviously
you're gonna
not
show us
touching
the
the hot.
real secret.
Yeah. So we're just gonna spoon onto the plate.
And is this a dish that you make at Hook and Hoof and is pretty popular, or is this are you whiffing it for us?
No, I take, these are all different things from different parts of our menu. And what I like to do is just create and develop and just have fun with different ingredients. And Brussels sprouts are one of my favorite things to play with.
So this is a
This is a tahini crema. So tahini is a toasted sesame seed ground up. It's like an unsweetened peanut butter almost. From there, we're gonna add some crushed pumpkin seeds, toasted and salted. You can buy these toasted and salted, but if you want to do it yourself, you can toast and salt. Not really hard. The bourbon-soaked cherries, it's gonna kind of cut the fatness of the crema a little bit with the bourbon.
And we have as you're watching, we have the ingredients and everything, the measurements up on the screen there too. So that was how we would make the crema, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, and then...
Now, what about the...
what is that?
Is that another seasoner?
Yeah, so this is kind of like a little touch that a lot of restaurants would use. It's called sumac.
Okay.
It's it comes from a dried, crushed berry in the Middle East. It's got a very strong citrus flavor.
Oh, wow.
So citrus is just a nice little pop too. Kind of helps cut the fat a little bit. So you just sprinkle on top, and it gives it that look like a restaurant.
That's beautiful. This is like something you can make for the holidays.
Yeah.
And impress all of your friends.
Yeah, and you can tell them it's a little touch of Middle Eastern, but you have some bourbon on the cherry. You have all these different little touches that make you look amazing to your guests.
Yeah, the presentation is on point. I want to say that right now.
I appreciate that.
All right.
It looks
we have
beautiful.
forks here.
All right.
Maureen wants to try them.
there.
You're a big Brussels sprout
I
fan.
am. Hunter, this is awesome. Thank you so much. And if people don't want to do the work themselves, where's Hook and Hoof?
We're in downtown Willoughby, 4125 Erie Street, right in the middle.
Next on the
I need
menu,
to learn how to
and
make
thank
this.
you, Hunter,
This is
by the
awesome.
way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How Santa Claus makes a special surprise. You don't want to miss this. It's next. Thank you. Finally, on lunch break, we've seen dozens of these videos, but to me, they never get old. This one's really good. 7-year-old Jackson Taylor and his 5-year-old brother Jace told Santa what they most want for Christmas is their dad, who's a petty officer, first class Caleb Taylor, to come home for the holidays.
So Santa said he did have one big present for them. He rolled out this big box. Ready for it? There he is. Oh my gosh, their little faces.
Could they be any cuter, by the way, with their little ties?
With their ties.
In their little ties, yes.
I mean, and then, oh, there she is. Just everything about that just makes me tear up. It's so sweet.
They never get old to me.
No, never. Never.
Happy holidays to you. 2 weeks and counting now to Christmas. We'll see you tomorrow on lunch break.
Thanks for making 3 News a part of your afternoon. Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, and on Hulu and Roku. No matter where you are, 3 News is there.